everybody who we see who does a live vlog is like, "Are we live? Are we live?"
Whoa.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So this is kind of what I thought.
Do, do, do. Do, do, do.
Well,
Do, do, do.
even though no one's watching, we'll kind of get started. So, yeah, I had some problems getting our vlog out normal time. I don't know for sure what was going on with it. I have a theory, but it's still weird. I have my logo, and usually after I do all my editing, I that's sort of the last steps I do before I put in the music and I do all my little logos and stuff like that. Well, as soon as I put in this, it's called a PNG file. Anyways, as soon as I drop that on, boom, my Premiere just was locking up, and I don't know. It's kind of random, but at the same time, Windows just did a big, huge update the other day.
Yeah.
Which also, I was like, oh, an update, okay. And it was one of those ones where it's like, it reboots your computer 3 times, and you watch it go up 1% every 5 minutes, and
That's what happened at my school.
so yeah. But I think I've got it figured out. I'm just going to probably do it without putting in these files, and then we'll see what happens. But other than that, we're getting excited for our upcoming trip.
Yep.
That'll be in what about 26 days, something like that.
25.
Cool.
Ish.
And yeah, I don't know. Can't tell if anyone. Oh, there's 2 people watching.
Oh, hi.
But I don't see. See, we've never done this before, so I don't know where the chats and stuff are supposed to be.
The chats are on
I think it should be over here where it says top chat. But if you're watching, say something.
like hello.
Like type something in. Because I'm not seeing where that is. So we're not doing it on an iPhone or anything. I'm doing it on a computer. And it's a laptop, whatever, but with an external camera.
So
my laptop is over here. Camera's there.
iPad.
I have an iPad. What we got?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Different tweet stream.
Yeah.
Going on over there. So yeah, we're pretty excited. That's coming up.
Yeah.
And I think our timing is really good as well because just saw that Maleficent, is coming back, and
it just came out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I was wondering about that, when maybe we'd see that dragon come back again, and if it ever would have fire again.
Yeah.
But according to that video that Disney released, has got the fire again. So that's really cool.
Feature to the eyes.
Oh.
Where it's instead of like the metallic kind of thing, it's the light bulbs.
Oh, so the eyes will be glowing. That's cool. Yeah, that'll be really cool. So that is very exciting. We're going to be staying at a couple of different places this time. It's kind of weird how this trip is set up because the timing is strange. The main reason the timing is so weird is that we actually leave on this trip on a Wednesday, which is weird.
Yeah.
For one, and not only that is that we're leaving on a Wednesday. There's a holiday on the Monday before in Canada, anyways. And I probably could have left on the Friday or the Saturday for only one more day of vacation. So that was weird. And the same thing is for when we're coming back. Now, the reason, we're coming back midweek again. Now, the reason it is so weird is because originally we were booked on the Disney Magic, or the Wonder.
Something like that.
The Disney Wonder to do the East westbound Panama Canal trip, and we really kind of came at right after we got back from this last cruise we were on. Um, we were not that we didn't have a good time, we did, but I don't know, like we had just spent a lot of money on a vacation, and it's like, oh great, now we haven't even got all of our bills from this one, and we're now already starting to pay for the next one, which is normal, but that's a pricey one. That was pretty expensive. So I was feeling a little stressed about that. Mind you, we'd already put down quite a big chunk. So really, I just took the money because like it was well before the cutoff, which happens, and that's one of the great things about Disney and cruising. You can put down some money, and at a certain point, they make it very clear. It's extremely transparent that you can uh, get your money back. So, but after a certain point, there's like, no, you're losing like 50% or 25%. So, kind of sort of the closer you get to the cruise before you cancel. So, it's probably a good idea to get cancellation insurance. Then again, make sure that any reason that might be happening is included in those terms for you. So, anyways.
So I'm not sure if the comment section.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if comments are happening. We haven't seen a single one. If you're wondering why, let's go on to. We're just gonna go on to YouTube. I think Michelle's having an allergy day.
Yeah. Well, I've been also moving my room around a lot, so there's just dust flying everywhere.
So here's our live stream. Ah, there it is. Oh, I see now.
Oh.
So we had to launch our channel, and now we can actually see. Sorry, guys. This is the first time we've ever done this. We've done live streams before in the parks, and it's all in one. So, sorry. We're just trying to figure it out. All right, so here we go. So Connor, there's from Connor Townsend. Hi, Connor.
Hi.
Brian, hey Brian. Let's see here, Big and Little Bro. What else here? Hey, there's Terry, right, from T's Baseball Life. Glad you're online here. And Jake H. We're in Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary, Alberta.
Calgary, Alberta. So we do some videos around here once in a while, as well as Disney stuff. And we just go to what's that one?
That beard dough.
Oh, that beard dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's one of my hobbies.
It's something.
Just get you.
What was that?
I don't know. Weird flex, but. Anyways, yeah. So we didn't go on our Disney cruise, so we're going to Disney World instead. So we've got annual passes. That's where we thought, that's one of those things when you got an annual pass, you're like,
you a cowboy.
Let's just use it.
Yeah, actually,
we're crazy if we don't use it.
Yeehaw to yee-haw, real quick.
The more you use it, the more you're making money.
You a cowboy. Mm-hmm. Yeehaw.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be staying at a couple different places this trip. We're going to be staying at the Wyndham.
Bonnet Creek.
No, not Wyndham Bonnet Creek. There's a different Wyndham close to Disney Springs. And we're only going to stay there for 4 days because originally that was the only stay we were going to have. And then we were going to go on the cruise. Turns out we still have friends that are joining us. They're going on a different cruise. They decided to go on the Fantasy for a week. So then we're going to meet up with them afterwards as well. Just watching the stream here.
Live in Texas. Oh yeah, that Texas, like that cowboy. Disneyland plans.
Well, always sort of in the back of my
Yeah.
head, we have plans for Disneyland. Um, we're gonna see. We've got our annual passes for Disney World until September,
Mine's till October, but
and
yours
my
is
Universal pass at in Orlando is good until
April.
yeah, April. So yeah, I think we're gonna ride out this annual pass, and then we'll make a decision. We actually had Disneyland annual passes for 2 years,
Yeah.
and one of the funny things is that we thought we would kind of just bounce back and forth. So
Yeah,
it's actually closer for us to go to Disney um, Land.
it is, but it's more expensive at some points.
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, Terry, I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just ignoring him. I don't know how to block yet.
Yeah, I'll figure
Let's
it out.
see. Michelle will figure it out.
Best character breakfast. Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say.
Garden Grill is good, and here's why. So, and I'm going to compare it to the ones that we've been to in the past. We've been to a few. Um, One thing I really like about Garden Grill is it's all you care to eat, which is sort of like Ohana, where they bring you the food. The difference is, compared to the last time we went to Ohana, Garden Grill has always been good. And I would say I think we've been to Ohana 3 times.
Yeah.
And each time it's been not as good. And so I don't like the way that's trending.
It was really good, and then it was like kind of good.
And then this last time was like really bad. So
Whack.
it was ridiculously busy. So I think it was an hour after our reservation when we finally got to sit down. And then the service was really bad. They didn't come around and refill our food, and the waffles tasted funny, like really powdery, or
Yeah,
they had like a phony taste to them, like a fake vanilla
so
something.
I'm not sure because like I am near a 7-Eleven a lot, so my friends they get coffees, right? And they like to put in like the artificial vanilla and then
Yeah, yeah,
caramel and everything. And so basically, if you know what like the fake caramel and vanilla, it's like the taste of that with the batter and the flour.
yeah. It wasn't good. And then you sit down and you go, well, here we are. We're starting our breakfast. We've got 2 hours, 2.5 hours before our next fast pass. And so you're like, that's no problem. Didn't like breakfast and is usually an hour. They're usually trying to push you out. So an hour and you're out. You see all the characters. But no, we didn't see Mickey.
We
Who
barely
did we
saw
miss?
anyone.
Didn't see Stitch.
Didn't see
You
Stitch.
saw Lilo. No, who did you see? Lilo.
We saw Mickey.
Oh, we saw Mickey.
We like asked for
Oh, right.
because we saw no characters.
Yeah, that's right. No characters were coming at all. Just I don't know what was happening. So, anyways, we vlogged about it, and we don't like to be negative normally, but
It was
yeah. So I like Garden Grill because you just sit there and you relax. The restaurant rotates, and pretty much you're always going to get the characters, which is Pluto and Mickey, Farmer Mickey, and Chip and Dale. That's it. So it's a little bit more minimal.
Okay, we have a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite restaurant at Walt Disney World?
That would be for me.
Well, let's do quick service and then like sit down.
Okay. Okay. So starting with quick service.
Yeah. Probably Woody's Lunchbox right now.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Last time we went to Casey's, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good too.
I think Casey's right now is my favorite. But the trip before, if you'd asked me, it would not have been that.
Yeah.
But for sit down, it's going to be different for Michelle and I because Michelle's never been to California Grill. And California Grill is without a doubt my favorite sit down restaurant. our first time there was so awesome. I did manage to snag the dining reservations at like the day of 6 months, and um, it was spectacular. We met Tim for the first time there.
Yep.
Tim from the Tim Tracker channel, which was really cool. And who else? Oh, I met Pete Warner from the
Yeah.
Diz, and
There's a couple other people there too.
yeah. So it was a really really cool night, and it was timed perfectly because it was right at the fireworks, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was just so good. The service was amazing. The food was good. It was great. Yeah.
And I would say my favorite sit down kind of thing was the what is it? The ocean one in Epcot,
Thanks, Terry.
I think.
The ocean one at Epcot.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Coral Reef.
Yeah, Coral Reef.
Oh,
I really
okay.
like that one. It was just been
We've
good
been
service.
to a lot. We've been to it a lot. My favorite hot dog that I had was last time when it was the what did I have? I had it was the chili dog.
Yeah.
It's just chili dog, but oh, so good. Charmaine had the mashed potato one with the sour
potato and
cream.
chive.
Yeah, she really, really, really liked it. What did you have?
I think I had the mac and cheese one, but that was the only time that I've ever been to Casey's. So
You don't have a lot to
it's like-
compare to. The hot dogs at Disney have a little bit of they have a lot of flavor to them, like a lot of seasoning. And for me, I think the chili just is a really good match for it.
Yeah, but I find the dogs are running.
Yeah, our
upstairs.
dogs are going mental upstairs.
Yeah, must be something in their food. And so I find the hot dogs and general food at Disney is a lot better at Disneyland
Yeah,
as at Disney World.
I would agree with that too.
And
As
when
a
I
whole.
was there for the girls' trip in 2014, it was I had this mac and cheese dog, and it was just so good.
Where did you have it?
I just remember sitting in this. I didn't obviously read signs at the time.
Oh.
I think it was in like the.
Were
I know
you-
that it was a quick
You're like
service.
9.
Yeah. And it was just like this mac and cheese dog, but it was like smaller, and it was like the mac and cheese dog at Casey's.
Okay. See, I had the mac and cheese dog at Casey's, a foot long, back in April. It was just terrible. The bun was stale and gross and just like really bad, and the mac and cheese was just cold and flavorless. It was terrible. Connor was asking if we've eaten at Boathouse, and yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
It was really good.
I had a burger because I wasn't feeling that good that day.
Yeah, and pretty sure I had a steak. I think I had some oysters. My mom had a really spicy.
Like the firecracker shrimp.
Yeah, but
But
they
was
were
so good.
Yeah, they were too spicy for her.
Yeah.
Which I loved because I love spicy food.
Hello from Quebec. Hi.
Oh, bonjour.
Polite Pig. Haven't been there.
Yeah,
we haven't spent that much time in Disney Springs that much.
No, we kind of
like
we always have
thing that we think of. Like we're like, oh, we should spend more time at Disney Springs because we haven't been there, and we've been to Disney World a couple times now.
I think we went in 2015 and we never even went at all. But Polite Pig is definitely on our things. Deluxe Burger is. We've been to Charmaine and I have been to Homecoming, and which is one of my favorite restaurants of all. We always go to Ghirardelli and get a sundae. That's one tradition we have at Disneyland and Disney World.
Another tradition is going into the big gift shop. It's just like a thing that we do.
Oh yeah, the World of Disney.
Yeah, we just
always got to do that. And co-op.
Yeah, the co-op.
Disney World.
They have some really interesting dresses.
All kinds of neat stuff. Just really different things.
They had this tiki room collection, and it was just they had like a whole bunch of different like items with the print, but there was this one where it was a dress and it had just like the tiki room birds sitting on like the little circle and just saying tiki room over it, and then the matching ears. I'm not sure if you've seen, but like the swap the bow ears, they have a matching bow for it, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as food goes, we've also been to T-Rex.
Yeah, in 2013.
Yeah, Michelle was 8 years old, and it was okay. I mean, the food was fine. I wouldn't say the food was bad or anything. I just know that there's some better. Like, I think there's better food. My friend Bart Scott had posted that they have a guacamole burger there that's really good. He actually craves it. So we might give that a try again. It's fun.
Loud.
Yeah, it's loud. It might not be good for little kids. Homecoming, you want to get the fried chicken. Oh man, no, that's really good fried chicken.
Yep.
Anything under, like I got their watermelon moonshine cocktail, really good. Oh, so good.
Yeah, T-Rex is like a one and done kind of thing, but we haven't been there in a while, so we should maybe give it like an update or something.
Yeah, we'll check it out again sometime. It's fun.
Yeah.
We got some different places we're going to go to on our next trip, but keep a little bit of a secret until we post up about it. But yeah, some new experiences. But we're, for the more or less, we're just going to take it easy a little bit more this time. We always say we're going to take it easy.
We're just like,
in April on that big 3-week trip we did, Shar and I,
for the first week
was really relaxed. And when I think back on some of our trips, of all the times we've been, some of my favorite memories are just when we were just completely chilling out. Just, walking, like going for a walk between the Polynesian and...
did we ever stay at Caribbean Beach? Yes, we actually did in 2015.
Yeah, we stayed
in a couple of days.
Yeah, we stayed in the Pirate Room right before a trip to Island of Fantasy on our second cruise. And I'll be honest, didn't really like it. Now, this was before the construction. When we were staying, I'm trying to remember which block we were in, if it was Jamaica. Well, it was the ones where the pirate rooms are,
and it was way at the back. I remember that.
The problem is the way that the Caribbean Beach is set up. It's so huge, and it's a huge loop. So there's a bus loop that goes. And depending on where you are in the loop, and it starts at, you kind of come in, and then there's what do they call it?
The main lobby.
Main lobby area, which is like Royal House or something.
Like the foyer.
Yeah, where you check in. That's its own place. And then there's probably 6 or 7 bus stops. And a couple times we were unable to get on the bus because the bus was completely full by the time it got to our stop.
Yeah, because we were staying way at the back. So I think there's like 5 to 8.
Yeah. Anyways, I remember we had to get our luggage out, and we were trying to get so we could get to the Magic Express, and we're trying to haul our luggage on, and the bus is completely packed, and we just seemed to spend so much time waiting for the bus, and that was just before Uber started to come into the park. Yeah. So anyway, it was a bad experience. The beds were really hard. I think it was right before they started to do any refurbishments, and I really needed it. So, yeah.
We're staying at the Dolphin. Yeah.
The Dolphin?
Food and coffee.
Yeah. The Dolphin's awesome.
Oh, so y'all staying at the Dolphin? Yeah, it's a really good resort. We stayed there.
I've stayed there twice now.
September of 2017. Yeah. And then you stayed there September 2018.
Yeah, we stayed there for a week, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah. You got your
best food and coffee.
You can walk. Well, you used to be able to walk to Hollywood Studios.
What is that sure. Now?
When I was there last time, the pathways were closed down because of all the work they're doing for the bus stops. Because they're changing everything around, making the parking lot bigger to deal with Star Wars, and then all of the Skyway.
Yep.
That stuff. So the pathway to walk to Hollywood Studios might not be working, but you got the boat. And
the boat is fine.
but you can walk to Epcot.
Yep.
Yeah. Little trick is it's actually a few steps shorter if you go by the boardwalk way versus the yacht club way.
Yeah.
Not a lot of difference, but a little bit shorter if you're really
you have
rushed.
to go over the bridge.
Yeah.
But the boardwalk, it's just the street.
Just the way that it's shaped.
And best food and coffee to get nearby. I usually
right there. Fuel, I think, is the name of the quick service there, and they've got good coffee and stuff there. So, and they actually have fairly decent in the room. There's Starbucks pods that they give you, so it's not bad to get you started.
But I usually wait until we get to like a park and then just stop at a Starbucks because every park does have a Starbucks. So the one in Epcot is by the one that I know of, the one that I go to is by Future World. It's called like the Fountain. It's near the fountains.
It's good ice cream.
And it has really good coffee. Like I just find it one of the best places, the best Starbucks.
Okay.
And the one in Hollywood Studios is just like you're heading to like the Chinese theater, right? And then onto the right to go to the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
There's a Starbucks, yeah.
There's a Starbucks right there, and it's in the doors, like the very tall doors. So, which Disney resort do you prefer?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, literally 2 hours ago.
So, mine, I think we're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is a Polynesian. I love the vibe. I love the monorail. I love the boats, the boat transportation to Magic Kingdom or over to the Grand Floridian. I love the food. I love everything. I love just walking between the buildings at night and all the flaming torches, and I just love it. The smell of the lobby. I love Kona Cafe.
Yep.
Or just getting the room service of the Ohana dinner. That's really good. Maybe even better than going to Ohana. I don't know. It's a little cheaper. Yeah, you can split one order between two people. So.
But I found Kona Cafe.
But what's your favorite hotel?
My favorite hotel? Hi from Ohio. Cool.
Yeah.
I found, because we've never stayed there.
What you stayed at.
I've stayed, like what I've stayed at.
Yes.
And is my favorite
Your favorite
hotel.
resort that you stayed at.
Probably the boardwalk, because it's just a good vibe. The nice beachy kind of
walk to Epcot, walk to Hollywood Studios, boats.
Because I find with the Polynesian, it's like very nice vibe, the Hawaii vacation, that kind of thing. But I just find it, because you just can't walk to one park. And I just like being able to walk to where I want to go.
Yeah, it's nice. Monorail's becoming a little bit unreliable these days. Yeah. If you've been to Disney enough, you'll know it's like, it's probably, you've always got a chance, maybe 1 in 10, that it'll break down or something.
But it has broken down almost every time that we've gone.
Sorry.
But I've only stayed at the Polynesian once, I think.
Yeah, we stayed there in 2015 when we came back from our cruise.
As like a surprise kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Whoa, thanks.
Geez. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Holy moly.
You must have snack or food item when you are in Disney World. So I'm guessing that you're saying like our favorite snack items. So I think that we should do it by park. So one per park.
Sure.
Okay, so Magic Kingdom. Probably the cinnamon bun from Gaston's.
For me, Magic Kingdom, upside down pineapple Dole Whip.
See, I haven't had that.
It's so good. You got to try it. So good. Mobile order. So it's ready and waiting for you.
And it's just
so good. Hollywood Studios.
They used to have them. I'm not sure if they have it still. But it was like that ice cream that was right by
Ice cream in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, they just had it by the cone, and it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But on the way to Rock and Roller Coaster
Yeah.
by that intersection. Oh yeah, yeah. There used to be an ice cream place there. I don't know if there is.
And we had it in 2017, but I'm not sure if it's still there.
For me, it's the carrot cake cookie, which isn't a cookie at all. It's like
A sandwich.
It's like cupcake sandwiches together, like a whoopie pie, I think we call that.
Yeah.
With that, oh, that good filling, like a cream cheese sweet that you have with a carrot cake. Oh, so good. It's a nice strong coffee.
Yeah.
Then if we're gonna hop over to Epcot,
Probably.
I know what mine is. I totally know mine. I don't have to even think about them. I'll just do mine then. Mine is that caramel couche in Germany, and there's a Rice Krispie Mickey Mouse with chocolate and that Werther's caramel on top. Oh, so good.
Oh, I changed mine from Hollywood Studios. That I don't think it's still open. The shop with the candy where we used to get it all the time.
Goofy's Candy Shop, or
no.
Sweet
it's
Spells.
Not open anymore.
Sweet Spells, yeah,
but they had this really big cookie.
Oh,
and it was like
the giant chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, and then it's like shaped as a Mickey.
Right.
Anyways, my favorite Epcot one.
Oh yeah, that carrot cake.
We don't usually get snacks when we're there.
Where?
But
Epcot?
Yeah.
Epcot's got lots of amazing food.
Yeah.
So many snacks.
And so I have two.
Yeah.
I have the snow cone from Japan, and I don't think you like them, but they were like these little tiny mochi cakes.
Oh, those weird rice.
Yeah, I only liked a couple flavors.
Yeah. It was interesting to try. I didn't like them. Mine is it's tough. There's the cronut is pretty good. Cronut is really good, but that caramel crochet, that thing has my favorite.
And then
Animal Kingdom. Fried rice, yak and yeti. Counts as a snack credit.
It is, but it's more of a meal.
It's kind of it's
big chunks.
Big chunk of fried rice.
But I like
so good.
I don't think they sell them anymore, but it's like a lot of things that they sell anymore. I don't.
What? Well, what is it?
Like, it was sold at the Starbucks, and it was like those little animal poops.
Oh yeah.
They were good, but they were like truffle things.
Yeah.
And they were funny, and they were good. So, and then another thing that I want to try when we're in Epcot is the chips and queso.
Oh yeah. Look, tequila, del Cabo,
like
I think it's called Cava del Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been. There's always been too big of a lineup, and I like tequila too. So that would be good. Yeah. I would go there. You can have the chips and queso, and I will have the tequila.
But don't have too much.
Yeah. Woody's Lunchbox tart, yes, very good. I've had the chocolate one.
I'll get the strawberry.
Yeah. Favorite ride at Disney? We were talking about that today too.
Yeah, we were.
Well, we were talking about best ride in all of Orlando. Like we're talking different categories.
Yeah, there was that poll on like Twitter or something.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite ride at Disney? If you had to pick one, you get to ride this one. We'll fly you out. You get to pick one ride. It will be
Everest. It was like one of my first rides that I ever went on when I was at Disney World.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of stuck with me. I have a lot of merch from there too. Because I love it so much.
I'd have to say Flight of Passage.
Really?
I can't get enough of that ride. I could ride that ride for
Thunder Mountain
2 hours. I love Thunder Mountain too. That's the thing. It is hard. It's like picking your favorite child.
The dogs.
Yeah, my favorite dog. The dogs. Thunder Mountain is great. We ride it every time. There's just certain rides that we just will do unless it's under refurbishment. We're pretty much going to ride it.
Test Track, yeah.
Yeah, Test Track is great.
But yeah,
Three couple euros.
Box tarts. I haven't had any because we was like a stop, grab some food, go straight to Slinky Dog.
Oh yeah,
because it was a shorter wait that
it was
day.
only 90 minutes.
It was 70.
Oh, 70.
And so I got the Mission Space. Yes, we have.
Many types, green and orange.
Yep. I like the calmer one because I don't really like G-forces that much.
You know what is a good question for us though? What haven't we done?
What haven't we done? Philhar Magic.
Yes, we
Like that.
have. Mickey's Solar Magic. We did it last time, didn't we?
No.
Yes, we've done it. I know I've done it with you. You forgot.
Yeah. Forgot.
We have. Yeah, no, you have.
Yeeted out of my mind.
It's not that memorable. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. What
Haven't done Tom Sawyer's Island. Never gone over. Not even Disneyland. Not in Disney World.
No.
Never done Hall of Presidents. Because
we've done a lot. But we like to.
I've never done Stitches or Laugh Floor. We've never done Laugh Floor.
We haven't done Laugh Floor. We haven't done the. It's like the Flying Dumbo, but it's with the dinosaurs.
Oh, the dinosaur version of Dumbo, right?
Yeah, but like they just keep on like.
That's like a real technicality one. It's just like I could ride that ride at any, any fair
but
that comes around.
I find that the Dumbo, because I've ridden almost every Dumbo version except for the dinosaur one. The Dumbo, it just has like that smell of like the water. Although almost everyone has water, it just has like the certain smell that you know that you're on Dumbo.
Oh, you got your first fast. Terry got his first fast pass for Flight of Passage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have.
My advice is if you can do it, like get there early and ride it
as soon as you can,
and then ride it on your fast pass because you're almost missing out as far as a queue goes, like for waiting in line.
Yeah.
I think again, Flight of Passage might be one of the very best queues that I've ever been in. There's a lot of good ones, but
yeah, so
that's pretty awesome.
So we waited a good 3 hours.
Oh, the first time? Yeah.
For the queue, and it didn't really notice that we waited 3 hours because the queue is so long.
Brian asked Tower of Terror Mission Breakout.
Haven't been on Mission Breakout.
No, we were in Disneyland right when it was shutting down. So we got some pins that were the last ride, like the last checkout. So we haven't been back. We haven't ridden Mission Breakout. Our friends have, and they loved it. So I'm sure it'll be great. But
Disneyland.
I would be really upset if they ever touched this Tower of Terror. That cannot go away. It's always been the best one. Anyways, I think that was the thing. Like it was,
other than the Tokyo and like the.
Well, we haven't been on those ones yet, but yes.
Yeah, we did, and we sung songs.
Yeah, we've done the whole queue a couple of times on Flight of Passage. Last time we were there, last time we waited in the queue, it was a 55-minute posted, and it took 45 minutes.
It was just like basically a walk on, like you weren't stopping.
Yeah, you were walking, but it took 45 minutes to work our way through till we were off the ride.
I think it's a like 30-minute queue itself.
Yeah, pretty much, and probably
because it's meant for a 5-hour wait.
Yeah.
Because we waited 3 hours and we could still like walk through some of it until we got to the actual line. Sorry that I'm coughing so much. Just haven't been feeling that great.
Yeah, 3 hours isn't bad compared to what it has been, but yeah, that was.
Should I go get a dog? It sounds like a dog is coming down here.
Yeah, go get a dog if you want.
What dog do you prefer?
Whatever dog you want. So yeah, no, there's not a lot of things we have not done at either Disneyland or Disney World. Yeah, I think she just got some allergies or something. I don't know. We signed up for DVC in 2014. We actually bought in when we were in California. One of our second or third trips to Disneyland. because I've been going to Disney World since I was a little kid. So my grandparents lived in Florida. There were like a lot of Canadians who went to 2016. Yeah, we love it too. I mean, it's we're glad we bought it. Totally love it. Our home resort is
Moly.
yeah, and we've never been there. This is Buddy.
Yeah. This is Sassy, the new addition to our dogs.
Yes, she's our little California girl.
Mm.
We adopted her. She's missing an eye. I think we're not sure, but we think she was maybe someone who was like using her as like for breeding, and they just didn't take care of her, like a backyard little puppy mill or something.
Maybe like her eye maybe got infected, or
maybe a cat or something, because they said that shouldn't have any.
Hi.
Oh, what do we upload videos about? Well, we go to Disney a lot.
Yeah.
We have for a long time, but we only started vlogging about a year ago, a little bit more. April of last year is kind of when we first started. So I do a Disney vlog once a week from one of our last trips. And otherwise, we do home stuff and cooking and traveling around Alberta. This is his happy place, by the way. He is his most content when I'm holding him like that.
Sassy really hasn't been down here, so she's just exploring.
Okay, everyone be quiet. Buddy's sleeping.
Goodbye, Sassy.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming along and hanging out with us.
Yeah, we've been.
Banff is awesome. We're so lucky to live so close.
Yeah, it's like less than an hour drive.
Yeah, we can see the mountains. Like, I don't know. Like, if we just go up Nose Hill, like in the park, we can hike to from where we live. We're looking right at the mountains. So, starting videos. Any advice?
So, a lot of YouTubers that that I watch, like Joanna, whatever her last name is, to be honest, they film on their iPhones.
Yeah.
So
my advice is be patient. Once you start, be consistent. Like, always try to stick to a schedule. Like, we're doing this live one tonight, which I've been wanting to do for a while, but we try to put a video up once a week, and now I'm trying to do one every Friday. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
And what else? Look at the data that YouTube gives you. So after your video has been posted for a while, look at the analytics and really study what it tells you. So if people stop watching at a certain point, take that criticism seriously and see what you need to do to change it. And other than that, just be yourself, because if you're phony, it'll show.
Yeah, but it also depends on who you watch, because then it will kind of reflect on what type of film and videos.
Right, the type your content. Yeah, so watch what other people do, and then kind of figure out what you want to do. And I don't know, that's our advice. We're just figuring it out as we go along. But I think our editing and stuff is getting a lot better than it was when we first started, learning lots of little tricks and things. So I don't know, just show yourself having fun, being your true self, living your best life. Have we ever used our DVC for a cruise? No, and nothing against anyone who does, because it is an option. But I don't think I ever will, because the payout is not really worth it. Like, you can use we could use our DVC points to stay at a non-DVC resort. So we could use it to stay at Port Orleans, say, because we stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter and loved it. But we could stay at the Polynesian in a DVC room for about 10 points a night, and we would be using 24 to 30 points a night to stay at Port Orleans. Sort of the same kind of thing as with a cruise. The amount of points you need compared to the dollars that you would spend if you were just to buy the cruise isn't very equal. And you can, we never have, I doubt we ever will either, but you can broker a deal to kind of rent your points out with DVC, like David's DVC. You can make a deal with them. They kind of broker a deal between other DVC people who can't use them and they want some cash. So if we ever wanted to do it, we would do it a trickier way. We'd get the dollars for our DVC points, and then we would just buy the cruise.
Yeah. Okay. What is our favorite Disney World park? That's a tricky question.
Yes, that is a hard question.
You go first. Put all the pressure on you.
Well, this is
Depends on what category you place it in.
if I really had a gun to my head, and most people would not agree with this, but I'm going with Hollywood Studios. I've always loved it. I've loved it from the first time I went with Charmaine back in 1993.
When I was
And
Studios.
I just love the whole history, the movie stuff, the movies that were actually made there. There's a lot of cool stuff, some really good rides, some of our favorite rides, Tower of Terror, so good. Rock and Roller Coaster, Star Tours, and with Star Wars coming, and Toy Story Land. I love Slinky Dog. I like Hollywood Studios.
My favorite is Animal Kingdom because it's just like a good vibe of, because we went to Thailand when I was 3, and like that whole like tropical vibe is always like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And
you only 3? I thought you were a little
3.
older.
Well, I was turning 4 that year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're hot. Are you a hot dog?
And so, yeah, I just like the tropical vibe and the dancers that they have in Africa and Pandora, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I know everyone gives Hollywood Studios a hard time, but I do. I just, I really like it.
Will you be going to see the Star Wars opening this year?
Well, not at the opening.
No, but we will be.
Well, I'm going to be going back in November. At least me.
Yeah.
Not sure about these two.
Yeah.
There's a Microsoft conference again. I think it's going to be just permanently held at the Orange County Convention Center.
Yeah.
So I'll be there. I'll definitely take at least a few extra days outside of that.
So we can get some content a little.
Oh yeah, so I'll have some more stuff, and I'll do some more Halloween Horror Nights. No, Halloween Horror Nights will be over, but
it depends on you,
maybe I'll catch the tail end.
Yeah, because it ends like November 3rd.
Yeah. I mean, I love all the parks, but if I had to pick one, it's a hard choice. So.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But what would you say your favorite sharing test? Yeah,
I know.
Upcoming SpaceX Crew Dragon test will be neat. Nice to have more activity on the Space Coast. Yeah.
I could not agree more because I really want to see a launch really, really badly. I've been following when. They haven't really put a date yet. They just said February.
Which we will be there for a little bit.
We will be there for the end of February. So
maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yep, for sure. But I can't wait. I mean, eventually, amount of times when we go to Florida, you think. I mean, like I said, I've been going since 1977. I've never seen a launch. It's just never worked out.
Okay.
Ever. Drives me crazy. I had tickets for one, and it got scrubbed when I was there, and then it launched the next day. But, Florida trips are like packed with plans. So
you can't really adjust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a space nerd, though. I like watch Curious Droid and some of these vlogs that are just talking all about space stuff. Everyday Astronaut, that's another one I like.
Okay. Have you ever ate at Pizza Rizzo's?
Oh.
Yes. Really was a bad idea. Don't.
It's the worst pizza.
Worst
You know,
pizza.
everyone says like some
There can't be
things,
a
even
bad
if they're
pizza.
bad, they're good. Like
This was
pizza.
bad.
No, it's just bad. Pillowy, flavorless, doughy,
Well, I had.
really acidic and super thin sauce with hardly any toppings.
Yeah, it's like basically they squeezed a
It's terrible.
tomato.
It's the worst pizza.
Like,
I'm sorry.
How like tomatoes, like you like usually like grind them up and like mix them and like add in some seasonings. This basically tastes like you took a piece of toast, grilled toast, and then you just squeezed a tomato on, and you put on some nice salami.
They also had like a Caesar salad. We really like Caesar salads. I make Caesar salads from scratch, and it was terrible. It was just like a bunch of romaine packed into a plastic cup.
Yeah.
With almost no dressing and 2 croutons and throw
a little handful of Parmesan cheese.
And that was it. It was just gross.
Yeah, it was just like,
Not
why, you know, okay, if you had to choose one firework or night show to see, which one would you choose?
It would be, definitely Magic Kingdom, Happily Ever After.
Yeah, Happily Ever After is like one of my really favorite.
It's really awesome. My favorite parade night show is Disneyland Paint the Night, which is amazing. It is so good. It's just, one word vocabulary, just saying, wow, wow. It's so cool.
You a hot dog? See, but if you had a seasonal favorite firework show, which one?
Well, we haven't been there at Christmas.
Yeah, but we've been to Disneyland.
But we've been, yes. Hollow Wishes is pretty awesome, I've got to say.
It's my favorite fireworks show, the Hollow Wishes.
Yeah.
My family would go to Shuttle Rush as a kid. So awesome.
Read it louder and just read it.
Okay.
That's from David. Yeah, I live in Florida. My family would go to shuttle launches as a kid. Yeah, no doubt. And just to feel that rumble through your body.
Yeah.
Would
recent
love to.
SpaceX launch return booster to Cape. Cool.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see. Hear that double sonic boom as it comes in and lands. Oh, it's incredible.
Have you ate at the House of Blues at Disney Springs?
No. It's on our list. There's something there that we've been told is really good. Is the bread pudding there? It's supposed to be really awesome. And we want to go. We've been to the House of Blues, Charmaine and I, in Las Vegas and Mandalay Bay. And I think we've been to House of Blues somewhere else. I think we popped in when we were in New Orleans. We went to the House of Blues. But we have not yet at Disney Springs.
It was so awesome. Sonic Boom and all.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great. I just can't wait for the big Falcon rocket and all of the stuff that's starting. The NASA's new rocket for I forget what it's called now, but it's going to launch Orion, and yeah,
there's a lot of space stuff going on in the community. That was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh, House of Blues is one of your favorites, or is that what you mean, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have.
And Dan Aykroyd is still, I think, part of the owners and Canadian.
Yeah.
Yay, Canada.
Woo.
Dan Aykroyd.
But we have ate at the bowling alley, whatever it is.
Oh, Splitsville, yes.
But we didn't go bowling because we just came back from. Remember, I think it was like a Typhoon Lagoon. We just came back from Typhoon Lagoon and we needed something to eat.
Right.
And so we were just wet and we just didn't want to go bowling. So we just ate there.
Yes. It was good.
Okay, what is one of your favorite places to eat while you are in Orlando? So basically, we haven't been outside of Universal and Disney.
Not a lot. Yeah.
We usually just eat inside.
This next time, I want to go to Four Rivers. A lot of people I know who live there just say it's one of the best places to eat if you like barbecue, which I like barbecue. Like all good people, I like barbecue. And so yeah, but other than that, it's pretty much the Disney parks. I mean, I had dinner with Tim at Kappa. That was pretty amazing. That was not technically in Disney. That was an amazing meal. Really, really expensive.
Yeah.
But really good and unforgettable. Another place, Shula's. It's kind of in, kind of out. It's at the Swan, or sorry, at the Dolphin, and actually it's a spectacular steak restaurant owned by Don Shula, the Miami Dolphins coach. All kinds of football memorabilia. Even the menu is on a football.
Yep. Okay, there's one thing you have to do every time you are in Disney World. Ride, restaurant, walking path. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Four Rivers is great. Lives on at a college in Greensville.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I've never heard anyone say that Four Rivers wasn't awesome.
Oh.
Shula's, is so good. I did a video of that one too with Charmaine and I. It was good. It was funny though, is because it was the night after we had dinner at California Grill, we went to Shula's. And if we hadn't have been just at California Grill the night before, I think we would have been so blown away by Shula's. But it was just so hard to match that day. Like, first of all, we were super hungry because we'd done the Keys to the Kingdom tour, which is a lot of walking. It was a big day. And as well, it was really exciting because we were meeting Tim for the first time. And it was with fireworks, and it was just like so many things. Pete Warner and
just so many things.
Yeah,
I wish I was there.
It was cool. Do we plan on meeting up with Tim and Jen again? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
at some point during that trip, I think we will. We will either hang out on camera or off or both, or
we never know.
Don't know.
Or we might just run into them.
Other vloggers too.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if we do a whole vlogger.
I hope lots of vloggers. One of the things, I mean, we're not really freaking out about getting rich on YouTube. You know, I've got a career. It would be
cool,
awesome. It would be great to like, hey, 10 million viewers, you're 10 million subscribers. Yeah, PewDiePie, we're coming for you.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's on PewDiePie. You watch it.
Don't
80
quote.
million.
Don't quote.
PewDiePie can't do anything but give me publicity. So he's never going to hear about it.
Watch his next video be about us.
Oh, we only could wish. Well, if you want to be a vlogger, you got to make sure you're patient. Don't expect overnight success, because really it's sort of taken us putting out at least one video every week for
like almost 2 years.
Kind of, yeah. Like we started in technically in July of 2017.
Yeah.
And then just putting stuff up and working out. Take your time, post consistently, be yourself. Learn how to use your equipment. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is just sort of being yourself, and just think of interesting things to do. I've heard people say, like, always be entertaining, always be educating.
So if you can be proactive, so you're not just like lazing around doing the same thing every day.
You went down, buddy? Oh, buddy's getting too warm. I'm gonna put him down.
Here, I'm gonna go grab him some water. Buddy.
He's a good boy.
You want some water? Come on.
Yeah, we'll be rich and famous. Well, now I got a famous name.
Yeah.
I'm already famous. yeah, I would say just be consistent and keep looking for interesting things to talk about, things that you like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'm still working on that. What else? Yeah, Mardi Gras is going to be on this time this year, so that'll be something new as well. Most prized Disney item that I've collected. Ooh, I've collected quite a few. A lot of it's around here, around us. Um, I really, I don't know. Do you see that right there? That tiki bird? I really like that. I really like this. I've got some. Oh, I think my favorite Disney thing that I've collected. I've got. I can't see it from here, but I've got this map of the Disneyland Railway, and I think I'll do a video another time, like a home vlog where I show all my Disney stuff. Um, but yeah, I've got this frame picture of the Disneyland Railway, and it's the way it was laid out temporarily before Star Wars. So it's going to be one of these things where there was only this short period of time where Disneyland Railway was like one way, then it changed, and then it had Star Wars. So I think that this map is going to be just this weird little snapshot in time that I have. I think that's what.
Mom said upstairs. Most prized Disney item. Our pal Mickey.
Oh, our pal Becky, yeah, that's pretty good. Mom wants me upstairs.
No, she was just like, say it.
She
She
was,
told me to scream it from upstairs, but I didn't.
oh, to scream my pal Mickey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is actually, yeah, it is a pretty awesome one. It was, so my pal Mickey,
Yeah.
go grab it.
But we burnt it because it was sitting on a light for like
It
4
was, it
days.
was. It's burned his little bum. There was this little stuffed Mickey, and it was active in the parks for
Until 2005.
yeah, until 2005. I don't know when it started. Probably sometime in the 90s.
1995.
So it was the first beginning of their radio frequency stuff. So inside this thing, there's a radio receiver, and you put batteries in it, and when you carried it through the park, there was little radio towers, and it would tell you things about what was going on around the park. Basically, it would talk to you, and it was interactive in Disney World.
Yeah,
and yeah, they kept it going for years and years.
There's a little strap here, so you can add it to like your belt or something.
Yeah, you can strap it to your backpack,
and just be.
And it would talk to you.
And tell you like, hey, like the show times are.
Yep.
At this time.
But they deactivated, and that is sad. It wasn't 2005 because it was working.
It wasn't working.
Was it working in 2013?
It was talking.
Oh, I thought it was working in 2013.
Like
it would talk again if we put batteries in it.
I think we tried once.
No, I think we just need to put batteries in it. It just needs to get a screwdriver and get in there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool one.
Yes. It's in the Tower of Terror video.
What is in the Tower? Oh, my pal Mickey.
Maybe we talked about it.
Oh, maybe.
Because I remember talking about it.
Or we had it with us in 2013 on a video in the Tower of Terror. Maybe one of our first vlogs, way back when.
Way back.
Terrible. They're really bad. They're hard to watch. The first ones.
I cry.
They're really bad.
Yeah, and then that weird spooky thing from Spirited Away. I really like that one too.
Yes, that's cool. And we have a lot of pins.
Too many.
A lot of pins. We don't trade. We just buy them.
We just stock up.
And I go look, and I'm like looking at when the people want to trade. I'm like, no. I'm like,
well,
like Schmiegel.
Pins.
Precious.
Well, because we don't bring our tradable pins, we like to bring our other pins.
Yeah.
And make a not smart idea.
So then we go and we buy the special pins, the
special limited.
It is, but I do like the ones we've traded because the traders, some of the trading pins are super rare.
Yeah, like I got this one.
Because they'll
It's
have
on
the
my
little.
bag.
You need to look for the ones with the little silver hidden Mickey on them. Then
Yeah,
you
because I
know.
only handed out for cast members.
Yeah, that's the only way you get those is when you trade them from a cast member. So that is true. That is true. Any other questions about maybe Disney Cruise Line or anything like that?
Just send in some questions or you can tweet us at, I'm sure the Twitter is somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere in the Twitter world.
Yep.
But yeah, it's funny, we're like 26, did we say 26 days away from the next trip?
Well, it depends if you're counting 31 or 30.
I'm probably going to start packing this weekend.
Yeah, honestly, probably.
I'm actually surprised I haven't started.
A busy few weeks. So
I always like to have a bag. This is a travel tip. Oh, you want to pack up, buddy? Oh, you want to have a drink of water? Are you ready to come back? Okay.
But yeah, I think last year for the April trip, we started packing like 6 weeks before.
What it is I hate running around at the last minute going, did I grab this? Oh, did I remember this? So things that I know I'm not going to use between now and the trip, I just take a suitcase, I have it open, and when I think of it, then I just chuck that thing in my bag. So like, I make sure I got whatever.
And another thing is, we buy really big suitcases, like for our checked bags. So then this is what I do. I usually fill up 1/2 of my checked bag because I like to buy things when I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever I bought, I put in the other half. So.
Yeah. We still tend to overpack, even though we're better than we used to. But it's just things like I like to make sure, like, okay, I don't need any sunscreen right now. That's for darn sure in Calgary right now. So throw that in the bag. And probably going to go to SeaWorld this time. I have an annual pass for SeaWorld.
I've never been.
Yeah, Michelle's never been. You'd love Mako.
Yeah, probably.
So awesome.
Then I want to go on Manta too.
Manta, Kraken.
Just want to do those roller coasters so I can compare them. Because I've only been to Universal and Disney, and I haven't been to Six Flags, but I have been to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, you've ridden all the roller coasters at Knott's Berry Farm. I've been to Six Flags over Texas.
Yeah.
Ridden on the Texas Titan and all the rides, all of them, all the crazy rides in Six Flags. We've been up to West Edmonton Mall and ridden all those roller coasters, and we've the roller coaster here at Callaway Park and
Chaos.
Canada's Wonderland I've been to in Toronto.
That's a plan that we have.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Hershey Park, absolutely. I thought I was going to go to Atlanta last year for a work trip, so I was getting ready to go to Six Flags.
Okay, we have some more questions.
I'd
like to buy collectibles like you guys have this trip. Do you have any suggestions for a store to check out?
Yeah.
The Co-op.
The Co-op, definitely in Disney Springs.
Check out the World of Disney. I'm not sure if it's still called that.
World of Disney, also in Disney Springs. On Main Street, there is, this is where we bought the Tiki Bird. It's not so if you're facing the castle, it's on your right-hand side, past Plaza. I forget what it's called now. But
there's just a whole bunch of stores in that area.
Yeah.
There's a couple merch stores. There's the candy shops, and then there's that jewel store where they have the crystals and everything, and they have the crystallized figures.
Bye, Sabrina.
Bye. So nice to meet you too. And they have that the figures store.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Have we been to Legoland?
No.
No, we haven't.
We haven't.
It's not a thing because I was never interested in Lego.
Yeah.
As a child, small child.
So we haven't been, and I think it is really geared for people with smaller kids.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather go to a fun spot
Uh-huh.
to add to to a non Disney, non Universal thing, and Busch Gardens. I've been to Busch Gardens, but it was a long time ago. Like it was in the 70s. So it's been a long time. I like to go back. There's just always like, as often as we go to Disney World, there's still so many things we haven't done. And even, there's restaurants and things we haven't tried at Universal. There's even rides we haven't done at Universal still too. So
Yeah, we haven't really done anything in the Toon Landing.
Seuss Landing.
No,
Oh, Toon Landing.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, haven't done Rip Ride or Rip Soft Falls.
Don't really want to.
Bilge. What was the other one?
The Popeye thing.
Popeyes. Yeah, haven't done that. We're not big on the wet water rides.
No, but we'll have to do.
I like water parks. I love.
Yeah.
But I don't like getting
theme
soaked
parks.
in a theme park.
Yeah.
We got soaked on Kilimanjaro, or not Kilimanjaro. I mean Kali River.
Yeah.
And it was unpleasant in Florida.
But it was raining that day also.
Yeah, so we were soaked, and then we got even more soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whalen Gallery is also a really nice place to check out. It's on the boardwalk. It's really cool.
Yeah, and then they have that little gift shop there too, like right downstairs of the boardwalk. Like you can rent out movies.
Oh, well, that's part of the community center. If you're DVC, you can. They always have community halls in all the DVC resorts, and if you're DVC, you go in there and you can get things like movies and board games and puzzles, and if you want to use the grills that they have, that you can usually buy charcoal, and then you get all the equipment, like all the tongs and all that stuff. So you can, if you feel like cooking one night, you can go to the grills, have a little picnic, hang out. I'd like to do that. Actually, I would like to do it.
What is DVC? Disney Vacation Club.
Yeah, it's Disney Vacation Club, and it's basically Disney's version of a timeshare. So it's a pretty substantial chunk of cash to get started.
Yeah.
To lay out some fairly large dollars, but for what it gives you compared to what you would pay to stay at that resort, it actually doesn't take long for it to pay off.
Yeah.
Like Sharon and I stayed at Polynesian for a week. Average price to stay at the Polynesian for a night is somewhere close to $500.
Yep.
And then we've stayed at the Boardwalk in a 1-bedroom. That thing will set you back $1,100 a night. So you can see if you add up all those nights, and
especially if you're staying for a while.
Yeah. The other thing you can do with DVC is you can trade it with different timeshare companies. So we've traded it once into RCI. So that gives you, I think, hundreds or thousands of other properties around the world you can stay at.
What is our favorite DVC resort?
Well, we've stayed at 3 so far.
Yeah.
Mine is the Polynesian.
Mine is the Boardwalk.
Yeah. And we've also stayed at Animal Kingdom, which is also amazing. And we're going to stay at the Animal Kingdom again at our next trip. So I think I was saying earlier in the beginning, we're staying at 2 different places. We're staying at the Wyndham first for 4 nights, and then we're spending the rest of the time at Animal Kingdom in Kidani. So there's 2 hotels, 2 resorts in Animal Kingdom Lodge. There's Kidani Village and Jambo. When we were there the first time, we stayed in Jambo with a Savannah view. And then this time we're staying at Kidani, also with a Savannah view. So that means you can get up in the morning and you'll look out, you'll see giraffes and zebras, wandering around, grazing right under your window. Amazing. And because you're in DVC, you've got a full-size coffee maker, make a big, huge pot of coffee. You've got a fridge and a microwave and toaster. So you can kind of have a nice little breakfast. In fact, the first time we went, we stayed in the studio. I was really on the cheap, and I bought an electric frying
Yeah.
pan with us, and I made all of our eggs and stuff in the morning, and it was awesome. Yeah, Sanaa for breakfast. I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to that. Sanaa for lunch. I'm really looking forward to that. Just eating with those animals by the window and stuff. I can't wait. And nice
Another thing to
waffles.
add with our
Waffles.
pins, we like to, like we said, we like to not trade our pins. So we have these little Mickey shaped pieces of felt that hold our pins. And I'm not sure if you've seen them in videos, but it just
Can that one
like
come down?
shows. I'm not sure if
We've
I'm
got a
that
bunch
tall.
upstairs. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
this is our Disney Cruise Line one, and then it just has like our Castaway, some of our ones from our 2013, 2015, 2018 trips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Stitch Castaway right here.
I think we've got about 6 or 7 of these that we're still looking for places to hang them up.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot of space.
But
yeah,
yeah,
and we just
my
hang
walls
them
are pretty full.
up.
I think there's room, but Charmaine doesn't agree.
Yeah. I also don't agree. What did they reply?
That's still the Follow Friday tweet. That's still
Oh God.
Yeah. Sometimes those on Twitter, there's this thing called Follow Friday, and every once in a while they kind of go out of control.
Yeah.
It's fun to be part of it, but I'm usually like, I actually have work to do.
Yeah, they just
Work at my
keep on
work.
going. Yeah, I'm in a couple group chats with my friends, and they just spam
Yeah.
to the point where I have to.
Oh, phone's at 1%.
Oh no! Run, 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 run!
Plug it in. Plug it in. What I think of Mickey waffles?
They changed up the recipe.
They're almost always really good, but I've had them where they weren't good.
Yep. I think they changed up the recipe at Ohana at least.
Maybe that one day. We'll have to go back and try it again. We had bad ones at Ohana for the only ever once.
Oh, made it to a plug in the kitchen. Good. Good.
Phew!
Yeah, I always find myself doing a little run around the house.
We had a waffle iron for Christmas.
Yeah, and then we don't usually eat waffles because of our keto diet.
Yeah, because we're usually on keto.
And so we basically just said we got 2 for Christmas and returned it.
Yeah.
So.
We returned it. We returned it within the window of allowed at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
So we don't have a waffle iron anymore. So we save our waffles. Whoa, Brian. Thank you. Thanks so much, Brian.
Gotta go. Let me know if you come to Hershey's Park, whatever.
No, Brian said, gotta go. Let me know if you come to Hershey Park, which, yeah, we would love to. You're only 10 minutes away. Awesome. Use this 10 to get something yummy at Epcot. Thank you so much.
You.
We'll get something Mickey shaped.
Yeah, probably the
Caramel Crochet Mickey.
Yeah, Germany.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Oh, buddy, he's almost snoring.
Yeah, just let us know if you have any more questions. We'll answer them.
For sure.
Here, I have a question for the both of us. Kind of asking myself a question.
Okay.
What is our favorite Universal ride in both parks? So one for each.
Oh, for California? Or you mean California
Universal.
and Universal Islands Adventure and just regular Universal?
So what park?
Islands of Adventure, Hulk.
Okay.
And in Green Gods.
Green Gods?
Yeah.
Okay, so
otherwise then Simpsons.
And The Simpsons?
Yeah.
So my favorite is Red Rocket. I always ride it whenever I'm there. And then there's a lot of islands.
Yeah, because Rip Red Rocket is a Universal, right?
Yeah. Probably Doctor Doom's Fearful.
Oh, that's so good. It's such a misleading name.
Yeah, it's like Fear Fall, but it's Fear Up.
It's Fear Launch. That's the trick. That's I probably favorite park show at all of Disney. Yeah,
I like Parade.
Well, I don't think Parade. Parade would be to me like a show, like Fantasmic or say Indiana Jones.
Either Fantasmic or Rivers of Light.
Rivers of Light is beautiful.
Hello, pretty dog. Yeah.
Yeah. His name is Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy Trouble.
This is his happy place.
In Dad's arms.
Yeah, he's Daddy's boy.
Yes.
I really like Festival of the Lion King.
We haven't been to it in a while.
Yeah, we haven't been in a while, but it's such a good show.
Yeah,
so much energy and those animatronic things in it. Oh yeah, he's living his best life.
Yeah. Just gonna switch sides.
Oh yeah. I gotta flip him. He's like a burger. He's like getting too cooked on one side. There you go.
Yeah, so either Rivers of Light, 'cause it's just like such a pretty thing. Festival is. Yeah.
It is pretty cool. Fantasmic, I really like in California.
Yeah, California is better.
Yeah, and World of Color in California is really good too.
Yeah, they had this Christmas version for World of Color.
Yeah, we've seen both the Christmas one. That was one with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was funny, and it was a sing-along.
Yeah, I liked it. And then when Star Wars was starting to come back again, they started adding Star Wars stuff into it.
Yeah, but we need to go check out Pixar Pier one time. And the new Incredicoaster. Yes. All my friends were all pumped about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And they're just like, yeah. And then Jack Jack Cookies Num Nums is another thing that we have to check out.
Oh,
it's new at Hollywood Studios, and it just came out a couple of weeks ago, if not a week ago.
Yep.
And it's basically like a cookie, but it's in a cupcake.
Tin, like it's so thick. And then they keep it warm, like in an oven.
And then get a good glass of milk.
Warm chocolate chip cookie comes right out of an oven. Oh.
My favorite type of cookie is like when it's like almost raw, but like it's so gooey and like it just melts.
Sorry, we've been on keto since January 2nd, so
yeah, we're just like kind of
thinking about Disney is like, can we make it?
So, but keto helps, and then you just gain it all back.
But if we didn't do it, it would be even worse. So, if we didn't lose the weight in advance of our trips to Disney, we would. I don't even want to think about it. I actually still am about 90 pounds lighter than what I used to be through keto. I would probably be exactly at my target weight if we never went to Disney.
Yeah. Like I've got to run, but thank you for all the advice.
Take it easy, Terry.
Yeah, see you.
Thanks for hanging out. It's always nice seeing all your comments and everything. Your support is really big. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Never been to Universal. Do you recommend? 110% we recommend.
Absolutely. Universal is awesome. I love Disney more, but I really, really, really like Universal.
Disney is more of like a happy place. But if you really want that type of thrill, go to Universal.
Universal cranks it up. And I'm a big movie nerd. Like some people are with sports, I'm with movies. I'm okay on sports. Certain sports I like. I'm not, but I don't, it doesn't occupy my mind like movies. Like you can see I've got all these movie posters. These are all like movies from a movie theater. I've got more down there too.
There's at least 5.
So I'm a movie nerd. So Universal, I love it. I love the roller coasters, and their simulator rides are the best. Up until Flight of Passions just came out.
See, I will be one of like 5 Canadians saying this. I find football better than hockey when it comes to sports. Probably one of the only Canadians that will ever say that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots.
But yeah, with the movies and everything, I just find Universal, because I really enjoy roller coasters, that it just like gives you like that thrill. and then you only need to go for like a couple of days. And then you just get like all your happiness from Disney, and then you just go for your thrill, and you're like, yeah, whoa, all pumped, and then you just go to Disney.
Disney for all the love.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
And then if you
Disney's like a hug.
Yeah, and then Universal's like.
Then you go to like Universal, then you go to Halloween Horror Nights, and it's like not a hug,
like a be gone,
like an icy cold grip, but in the best possible way.
I really enjoyed Horror Nights.
I loved it. So awesome. That is one thing that Disney doesn't even come close. Mickey's Not So Scary is a fun event, but for us, at least now, for you at your age now, because a couple years ago,
I couldn't handle.
No, there's I think somewhere in one of my vlogs, there's a video of us in California. Where we went to go on The Walking Dead, which is basically a permanent, like Hollywood Horror Nights attraction, like a maze walkthrough.
Yeah, and I was just crying.
We had to leave the ride. Scary. We had to leave it. It's not a ride, but we had to leave it before we reached the end. We had to, because
I was crying.
She couldn't handle it.
I couldn't for the life of me.
Yeah, I remember coming out, this woman with a 6-year-old,
3-year-old,
maybe, I don't know, very young child. Michelle is in tears, face red, and she goes, "Is this suitable for my daughter?" We're like, "Are you kidding us?" No, it was barely suitable for me.
Yeah, but also to add it was Walking Dead. Like, I hate zombies.
But it was Walking Dead season 1, so it was awesome.
Yeah. And like, I'm not one for horror, but like, if I'm with a group of people, because there's this thing in Calgary, but they don't have it anymore. It's called. It's so weird that it's not coming to that. Anyways, that it's like a Horror Nights, but it's not good at all.
I just figured out the other computer how to see all the chat.
Okay, so this will be my screen. That will be your screen.
Just learning, folks. Sorry.
It's like Horror Nights, but for like teens, basically, because it is not scary.
Which one?
The Fright, whatever it is. Fright Nights or something.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Calgary. Oh, Screamfest.
Yeah.
Screamfest.
That was close enough.
Yeah, we've got a couple vlogs about Screamfest as well.
With a big group of
it's
friends.
pretty cheesy if you've been to Horror Nights, but it's fun.
But it's more spaced out, so they have the timing right. So they, I think it's like 30 seconds per group, and you go in pairs. So I went with a couple of my friends, then we would wait for the rest of the group, and we'd all hold each other's bags. We all brought bags, and we'd keep our eyes open the whole entire time. I was just like, ah! And the walls are like 4 feet, maybe. And so there was this one where it was like electric on one wall. I'm not sure if you went through, but I like went back because I got scared.
I went through all of them.
And I was like super scared, and I went back and I electrocuted myself.
I think it actually had an electric charge?
Yeah, and all my friends did too.
Wow.
So
that's pretty realistic.
That was fun. So I got scared, and then I got scared again. So.
Wow. Hello from Montana.
Hi.
Where in Montana are you from, Jennifer?
We're in Montana.
We're not that far from Montana.
No, probably like
a few hours away.
Yeah. If we really wanted to, we could drive down.
I have been to Montana a few times.
Been to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So DC. Washington.
What? You haven't been to Washington, D.C. You've been to Seattle, Washington State.
And then
California. Florida.
And then Florida.
Yeah.
Close to Great Falls. I'm actually from Calgary. Oh, that's cool. Cool.
Awesome.
If you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I would go to... that's a tough question. So many awesome places. And there's places we've been. Thailand was my favorite place that I've ever been. But would I I think I would go if I could go any place right now. I had a credit card that I never saw the bill. I could just use it. I would go to Tokyo. I would go to Tokyo Disney, Disney Sea. Then I'd get on a bullet train and I'd go to where the Universal Studios is
4 hours.
in Japan, and then I would do everything all around Tokyo. Probably spend 2 weeks in Tokyo just checking it out would be amazing.
Yeah. I would go to Korea and Japan.
You go to Korea?
Yeah.
Where in Korea?
It's just
Seoul?
Yeah, I'll go to Seoul. And then it's just a
Okay.
place that I want to go. And then
Right.
I'll go to Tokyo.
I know some people who have moved there to teach English in Seoul or in Korea.
Yeah.
Different places.
Are
Yes,
you going
could
to
do
come
that.
to Ohio sometime?
I haven't been to Ohio since 1975.
Never been.
I went when I was a little kid. My mom and dad had friends who lived in Ohio. When we did a road trip from southern Ontario to Ohio, and I remember not a lot of it, but I remember that was my first time I ever had a Slurpee. That 7-Eleven was the first time I ever went to a 7-Eleven. So I remember that about Ohio.
Never been. It's not like one of my first things to do, but yeah, I'll do it
Never
sometime.
know. I'm always looking for conferences and things for my work. Like I'm in the computer industry. Something ever came up in Ohio, I probably wouldn't hesitate to go.
I was pretty stoked to see a fellow Calgarian when I first saw you guys in the
Awesome.
tracker ball.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
We like Calgary.
Yeah.
It's a really nice city. I've lived all different parts of Canada. Been slowly moving west my whole life. I was kind of growing up in Eastern Ontario, then I lived in Southwestern Ontario, then I lived in Saskatchewan, and now Calgary. My mom and dad live on British Columbia, on Vancouver Island. So I would love to live there too. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. But it's not a lot. It's kind of a sleepier kind of a little city. So not a lot the big tech industry going on there. So here we are because this is where the work is.
Vancouver's pretty amazing, yeah.
It is. I've been to Vancouver many times. It's so crazy now compared to what it used to be. Char and I were going to go to in 2016, where we thought, hey, we haven't been to Vancouver in a while, and just stayed in Vancouver and just spent some time. So we looked at it. I was going to start to book a trip, and I was looking at hotel prices and how much it was going to cost for restaurants and our flights and all that stuff. And I took a look at the estimated total, and then I was like, oh my goodness. And then we called up a friend who's a travel agent, and he booked us a week in Jamaica at an all-inclusive resort for less than it would have cost us to probably spend 5 days in Vancouver. That's the only thing about Vancouver, it's so expensive.
Yeah. What is our favorite place in the US of A?
That is a tough question because I've been to some awesome places in the USA. But as of 2016, I would say New Orleans is my favorite place.
Mine is probably Seattle. I just really liked it.
Yeah, love New Orleans. I love San Francisco and Los Angeles, Palm Springs.
I like Anaheim too.
Seattle is really awesome.
Let's go back.
Love Orlando, obviously,
Yeah.
for sure. But New Orleans has a culture
other than like the Disney parks
that is just exceptional. Like it's a unique culture in the world, really. Like the food and the music and everything. New Orleans is nothing like it. It's really cool.
I also really like Palm Springs because of how it's like a desert brought to an ocean.
What do you mean by ocean?
LA is just like an hour and a half drive.
Right.
And then the desert is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've stayed there a couple times.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Have you been to the rec room?
Yes, I have.
Washing machines.
Passage. I've been to the rec room because it's really close to where I work. Actually, it's really close. Um, I Now I've been there for like business lunches and things like that. The food is, it's okay, but it looks like a lot of fun. Like I'm not a big hanging out in the bars after work kind of guy. I have my own bar, and you can't see it, but
Right
it's
there.
right there. It actually puts a lot of bars to shame. But that's besides the point. Um, there's pool tables and video games and all kinds of stuff. So it looks a lot of fun. It looks pretty expensive too.
Yeah, I
So
looked at the prices because my friend and I were thinking of going there
yeah.
at one time, and it's like $30 for like a minimum pass.
Hmm.
So there would be six of us, so that would be over $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
So including food and
Hmm.
everything.
It's a pricey night. It's a lot of fun, but yeah.
We've never eaten, but gone there with friends, and it's
Yeah.
pretty fun. It
Yeah.
sounds fun. A lot of my
Yeah.
friends have been there.
I'm sure they have. I walk in there and as a dad, I'm like, oh, this is gonna cost me big
Yeah,
time. If you like, but you've never really like begged me to go, so I haven't pushed it.
it's not one of those things that like,
Yeah, it's so fun here.
yeah, it's fun at home. It's warm.
I
You don't have to go outside.
don't have to worry about even if the hand washing machines are do smell like Flight of Passage.
I bet you they sell Flight Passage candles somewhere.
Yeah,
We should buy some of those.
I would get. We have one of those Scentsy melty things, and I have all these different smells. But I would love to have all the different Disney smells.
Yeah, like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah,
Dumbo.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know the smells from Soren.
yeah, in Dubai. Or wherever.
Oh, the
The
smell,
Taj
the
Mahal.
Taj Mahal smell. Yeah, that's the smell. Whenever I smell it, I go. I bet you if I was actually there,
It
it
wouldn't smell.
wouldn't smell like that.
But like it would be like
That's how you imagine it would smell
yeah,
in the most romantic way.
and but there would just be like a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So, uh, and then the mine train smell, like just the smell of wood in the forest,
Mhm.
and then the water. Like there's that one smell of Disney water that you know it's Disney.
It's bromine.
Yep.
I think because they don't use chlorine, so it
And
smells a little different than a swimming pool.
yeah, honestly.
It can absolutely. The smell of the lobby of the Polynesian,
Yep.
or you can even say New Orleans, because if you blindfolded me and set me in on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, not that it's a good smell, but I would know where I was,
Yep.
100%, because there is no smell like the smell of Bourbon Street. It's not a good smell, but the fact that you're in New Orleans makes it a good smell, I guess.
And it's also with water. Like there's certain waters that remind you of certain places. Like home is where the good water tastes.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
And like in Florida, it's Florida water. Tastes different.
It does taste different.
Souk water
Tastes different.
really.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought of that. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're gonna probably call it a night pretty soon too.
Yeah, probably at like 9ish.
Yeah.
We're gonna end in like 20 minutes.
Okay. We're gonna keep going for another 20 minutes. All right. If you guys are gonna stick with us, we'll stay here for at least another 20 minutes. There are not that many people still left.
Yeah, so just ask us some questions. Let's see if Twitter has anything to say. I haven't figured out how to work it.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing in the Twitterverse. That's okay. We'll stick with the YouTube.
Yep.
Go back to there it is. There it is.
Favorite tourist attraction in YYC? So Calgary.
That's a good question. there's a lot of fun things to do here. I like I like the Glenbow Museum.
Yeah.
Glenbow is really good.
Telespark,
Telespark is kind of
although it's
fun.
small.
The zoo, Calgary Zoo, is awesome. Right now,
There's a new panda exhibit.
there's the pandas, but there's also the penguin walk. So every day at 11 a.m., they bring the penguins out because when
And
it's
feed them on
nice
the
and
walk.
cold here in Calgary, if it's not too windy, the penguins all come out for a walk.
And a little waddle around the zoo.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's something we haven't done yet. There's a newer thing, which is the Bell Music Center. So it's sort of a history of music and Canadian music stuff. And I know there's some things from there's this really rich dude who has this huge collection, and he has like Elton John's piano where he wrote most all of his songs. I think is there. They have a mixing board for different bands who have like different really famous albums that were mixed with. So that's at the Music Center. And it's attached to it's called the Georgia Hotel. Lots of history in Calgary. And the Calgary Towers, fun place to go have dinner. They have a rotating restaurant on the top. It's actually you could relive the scene. There's a scene from Cool Runnings that was filmed up there.
Yep. Or Ruth Chris is another good place.
That's
Although
a
it's
restaurant, yeah.
expensive.
But for tourist attractions, Heritage Park is fun. They've got a big, huge working train. It's sort of like 1880s kind of timeline, what it was like in Calgary back then.
Or
Even close day trips from Calgary, you could go to the Royal Tyrrell Dinosaur Museum. That's in
Drumheller.
Drumheller. It's one of the richest fossil zones in the world.
Yep.
There's
the
hoodoos, and then there's everything like in
trail.
Banff, in the mountains.
Lake
so
Louise,
there's Lake Louise.
Sunshine.
You can go down to Invermere and there's natural hot springs and stuff down there. I don't know. There's so many things to do.
What do you do on a Disney cruise? So, I'm a teenager. If you didn't know. And so I go to usually Edge. I think that's what it's called.
Right.
But I didn't spend much time there because I didn't know that many people.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a weird kind of vibe. And so then we spend a lot of time at Cabanas. We spend
Yeah. What do? We eat a lot of good food.
Yeah.
We relax because housekeeping comes and swoops into your room like 3 or 4 times a day and keeps it clean. We spend a lot of time hanging out on our veranda because we usually get like an oversized veranda. So we just like relaxing and soaking up the rays. We do, Charmaine and I always have dinner at Paulo, brunch at Paulo, and we go to movies and we go see all the shows. And I did a whole bunch of different drinking things. So they kind of bourbon drink sampling night, and I did a whole bunch of different nights where you just do tastings of different booze. I did a mixology class and did the aqueduct. So I like the it's kind of like Crush and Gusher at Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
But it's on the ship, and it's all on these translucent tubes that go around the outside of the ship, and that's super fun. And then you do all the port adventures when you get to the different ports. Go explore these different islands that you go to.
A lot of my favorite.
Snorkeling. And,
I like to go ziplining a lot. And Cozumel, they have this adventure place, and I went ziplining there, and it was really fun.
Yeah. Our next trip is in 26 days, I think. Yes. Festival of the Arts, we're going to see for the first time.
Yeah.
And the first little bits, not officially, of Flower and Garden. Flower and Garden actually start the day after we go home, which is kind of a bummer, which is also like I was talking earlier at the beginning of the vlog about the timing is off a little bit on this trip because originally we were supposed to be on a cruise.
My favorite thing from Flower and Garden well, Festival of the Arts right now is their merch collection this year. Uh, they have a spirit jersey and they have ears. So they have these Figment ears, and I'm a really big fan of Figment. He's one of my favorite Disney characters. And then they have the spirit jersey where it's Figment painting little piece of art. And then it says Festival of the Arts in the back. Yeah. It's all tie dye.
We'll probably get some pins.
Yeah.
Festival of the Arts. My wife Charmaine is in the art business, and she represents a group of artists, and so we're of keen interest to see how Festival of the Arts is set up. So it's really exciting. No matter how often we go, it's always super exciting. In fact, I sometimes just almost have to block it out because when I'm at work, I need to be focused. I'm really busy, and I just don't want to start drifting off into la la land of that the smells of being on the rides.
Here's a question: what is your favorite food from Food and Wine
of all time?
Yeah.
I love those candied strawberries that they used to have in China. They're so good, and they haven't had them.
Yeah, they haven't.
In the last few years.
Made me mad.
Yeah. Love those. They're so good.
Oh my god.
I don't know why. I just love them.
Gotta run, but thanks for chatting. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, thanks, Jennifer, for joining us in our first live show.
Is that Tim? Hold on. Yeah, it's Tim upstairs.
Oh, Tim Tracker's on TV upstairs. I see. Not surprised. We never miss their videos.
Oh, it's right Disney.
Yeah, unless we're at Disney World. We're hanging out with Tim and Jen, and we don't get to see their videos that day. That's sort of how it works. Yep. I actually think we are gonna maybe cut it off here. We've been online for an hour and 46 minutes. So everyone who has stuck it out this whole show, wow, thank you. Amazing. Yeah. Hung out with us this long. We're going to keep doing this, I think. Yeah. So, if you enjoyed it, still click the like button and leave a comment and all that stuff. And if you think of questions during the week, you can tweet them. I'm Chris Pratt 23 at Twitter, and pretty easy to reach on Twitter. I'm the Holy Moly vlog on Instagram, and of course the Holy Moly here on YouTube. Yep. Facebook is not. I don't know. I'm getting less interested in Facebook these days. Used to be Twitter was where everyone went to be mean, but I think Facebook is now.
Yeah, they just splurge.
So, anyways, thank you once again, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys.
See y'all later.
Bye-bye. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.